Hello, hello, hello. This is Chaotic Fox Gaming, and we are back at it with Yes, Your Grace. We have a lot going on this episode. We have a wedding to plan. We need to find out why in the world we offered our daughter's hand to some barbarian, and also we have a kingdom to run, so let's get to it. Alright, we are now in week 5. Okay, let's see what's happening. We're starting off our week with only 12 gold, 11 grain, but we do have 3,100 people in our army, so we got that going. And then 17 for how the people feel towards us. I'm hoping that's good. I guess it could be better if we repaired the theater, but we'll see about that. There's a lot going on. So, here's our general. What have you learned? Randovians have formed stationary posts around our castle, Your Grace. Camps, if you would like. They're planning their next moves. Destroying the posts should damage their ability to form strategies, Your Grace. Although we now have a prospect of an army, we shouldn't give them any advantage. You should take a look at the map, Your Grace. Send an agent to clear out these posts as soon as possible. Wait on my mark, General. I will instruct you where to strike. Yes, Your Grace. Oh, we now just got a new thing. We have a map now, and it seems that Randovian bandits are making camps around our castle. Wow, they seem to come very quickly. You need to send a general to eliminate the posts. Okay, to see posts, open the map by clipping map. Okay, great. Oh, wow. All right. Okay, so we can explore locations that can result in the gain of resources. Okay, that's fantastic. In this case, we need to dispatch of a Randovian post. You can send any agent to explore any location. Okay. So we have a post west, post north, and post east. Is there anything else we can see on this map? Not really. Okay. So the question is, which post do we want to rid of first? I wonder if I click on this, if I'll get any information. No. I guess I haven't sent anyone out to ever. Okay. Alright, I think it would probably be best to post east because they're the furthest away from any forest, so at least they can't hide who's there. They seem like in a more open field, so let's post there. We're going to send our general, and he's gone. Okay, he'll be back next week. Great. You know, it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of information we can get when we send people out. And I also am curious as to whether or not we can get another general since King Talus is now paying for one. I think we could probably get a new one, you know. I have 2 guys. It's a nice thought. Oh, Audrey has something he wants to say. We'll be ready for the wedding in 4 weeks, Your Grace. The Randovian posts need to be eliminated by then, and we still need to provide for the people's needs. Striking the right balance between the two might be tough, if not impossible. With our current resources, we need to prioritize. Okay. So it seems that at times I'm going to have to figure out what I care about more, the people or getting rid of these Randovians. I don't know. Okay, let's just talk to these people. Lady Ada. Your Grace, you called for me? I always forget how beautiful this castle is, Your Grace. See, she comes in and she's like, wow, your castle's amazing. And King Talus comes in and goes, wow, your castle's shit. She's better. I think she has less for me, but in general, like her more. I really should visit Grevno more often. Nevertheless, Your Grace, I have a favor to ask of you. Thank you. What can I do for you? There's a nefarious thief going from lord to lord, pretending like he needs help. He has convinced other nearby lords to give him gold, including me. He always says he's a merchant and his goods have been stolen. I'm sure he will visit you sooner or later. Interesting. Was he wearing anything specific? Did anything stand out? He was wearing dirty cream apron and a dark green shirt. Oh, and he was wearing a hat. I will keep an eye out for him. If I find him, I will send for you as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Your Grace. Oh, I wanted to ask her what she wanted me to do. I guess what he looks like is probably more important, right? Oh, hey, okay, news about the tavern. Your Grace, the tavern you helped me to establish is up and running. It's doing so well that it's not just a stop between long trips. It's more of a destination on its own now. As promised, I will start sharing my profits with you. A whole 1 gold every week. Okay. I know we spent a lot of money on the castle, but, I mean, I know we spent a lot of money on the tavern, but 1 gold every week, especially if this game has many weeks, that's fantastic news. That sounds fair, right? Ooh, I wonder if I can get more. I wonder if I can get 2 gold from him. Or am I gonna, like, totally, like, ruin this and then I won't get anything? Okay. That is ridiculously low. No, I don't need 4 gold pieces. Listen, we're not here to be, like... We need resources, but I don't want it to be so ridiculous. Our request to be so ridiculous that we're screwing ourselves over in the long run. I'm going to ask for 3. I want 3 pieces of gold. I think this would be fair for both parties. I guess you're right, Your Grace. 3 pieces of gold it is. Yes, okay, he agreed to 3 pieces. That's good. It was worth a shot. Okay, so I guess he was kind of trying to rip me off there, it sounds like. But 3 pieces of gold a week is fantastic. We did not need 4. 4, I think, would have really been pushing it. I think 3 is fair. Okay, here's Sedani. Hi, Sedani. My daughter. How can I help you, Potato Head? I'm worried about Lorsuia, Father. What will happen to her when she leaves? She promised me she'd take care of me, but now she's leaving. Why would she lie? And what happens to Dusty? Lorsulia wouldn't lie to you. Your sister didn't know she'd have to leave, Sindani. As for Dusty, it's Lorsuia's cat. She will probably want to take Dusty to keep her company. But if she didn't leave, then Dusty wouldn't have to go as well. I don't want her to leave. Can you talk to her? I don't know if she's more worried about her sister or the cat. I mean, I would love for the cat to stay. I would love for the cat to stay, but, like, we are sending off our literal child to go get married, so I guess she can take her cat with her. It's not exactly Lorsuia's choice. I'm sure she would prefer to stay. She would never leave you on purpose. Why does she mean to do it then? If she would rather stay, she should. Can you talk to her, convince her to stay? Of course, Sindani, I can try convincing her, but I don't think that will change a thing. Why in the world am I lying to her? Because I'm going to make it seem like it's all Lorsuia's fault that she's leaving, but it's not. In reality, it's my fault, right? So I should just take the responsibility for that, but I guess not. I knew I could count on you. Thank you. Okay. I better check on Lorsuia when there's time. Well, sure. Oh, peasant. Hi, peasant. Your Grace, they took our cattle. What? Who? Monsters with steel came in the night and took everything. Sure, there's plenty of grass left now, but what's the good of it if there aren't cattle to graze on it? Can you help us, Your Grace? Okay, I'm going to say no to this request. Maybe you can cook something up with the grass you mentioned, perhaps. We'll try not to choke on it, I suppose. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did kind of want to help you, but your issue is just so low on the list of issues that I currently have going on and have gotten from other people that I just need my resources right now, okay? I just need my resources right now. So we're not going to worry about this guy's cattle. I wonder if I can go back to the dungeon. This guy's still here. Have you considered letting me out, Your Grace? The gods must have spared my life for a reason, you know. Okay, so here's the deal. He's been in here, and I think he's been in here a lot longer than I meant for him to be in here. Because what, we saw him like the first or second week, right? It's week 5. I only wanted him to stay in here for one more night with that dude. And if I remember, let's ask him why he's here again. Let's just... Oh, he stole a gallon of beer at the end, but this won't happen again, Your Grace. No, okay, we need to let him go. He stole 1 gallon. He's been here for like 5 weeks or longer. So we should let him go. I hope you learned your lesson. You may leave. What, really? The gods have truly chosen me. I will go spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. Ooh, that was rough. Okay. I didn't think I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. I guess there's no more conversation with him. Okay. No, I think it's a good thing that we let that guy out. His crime was minor. And he says that he'll see us again. I wonder if that's true. I hope if we see him again, it's for something good. Okay, let's go to the castle wall. My daughter should be here. Or not. Okay. Never mind. Let's go somewhere else. I guess we're gonna go to the gardens. Sandani and... Yes, father? Swords? Please tell me you haven't had a skirmish with Lorsuia. Pfft, she's far too soft for that. She wouldn't stand a chance. Let me be the judge of that. Show me what you've got. Really? Okay. Really? You want to fight with a girl? Yeah, sure. Let's go. I really don't know how to. Since I can't ride on my horse, I just had to find something else to do. I just picked them up. Just swing your sword. Don't let your opponent hit you and be quick. That's the basics. Wow. That's all you really need to know for sword fighting, isn't it? Am I holding it right? Oh my god. I better not hurt her, and she better not hurt me. You've got quite the arm there, young lady. So tell me, Azalea, what is going on with you two? Still holding grudges? She locked herself up in her chamber. What a baby. You did leave feces on her bed. Don't pretend like this is the reason she won't come out. Is this what will happen to me one day too? Yes. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. No, I don't like the fact that they're 13. It is very uncomfortable. But once again, I really don't think that this is one of those games where if I keep them here, it's going to be beneficial to me. I think it's going to be more beneficial if I send them off. And plus, so far, all my children have done have caused major issues for me. And I don't need issues running around this castle. You will be 13 next year. We will get requests for certain and no one wants a spinster. We will find you someone reasonable. I guess I didn't think of it before. This puts everything into a different perspective. Though, ooh. She's troublesome. I'm hoping she's not gonna run off and cause trouble. I was angry at her for being so irritating, but now I'm angry at her that she's leaving me. Okay. I feel bad for her, but who will I vex now? Sandani is too young. It's not the same. I'm sure you'll find a way to occupy your time. I guess we should end it here. I was just warming up. Do you think one day we could do this again? Sure. I will find you when I have a while. I suppose that will be never then. We hardly do anything anymore. Talus would tell you otherwise, trust me. Father, I'm sorry. What I did to Lorsulia wasn't fair. Don't apologize to me. I know, I feel like it's best to give her some time. I will make it right, though. Okay. The good news is that that conversation led her to feel sympathetic towards her sister's situation, and it seems that they're gonna get along now, which honestly would be extremely helpful for me, but I am a little worried about what she means when she says that she's gonna make it right. Okay, let's talk to my wife. Darling? How are the wedding preparations going? Do you need help with anything? I'm preparing some handmade decorations. I hope Lorsuia likes them. I'm sure she will. They're lovely, my darling. The wedding is so soon and there's so much to do. I think we're going to have a roast duck and a Casalian salad. I don't know about the cake yet. I need to speak to Lorsuia about it. I'll let you work on the preparations. If you need anything, I'll be in the throne room. Okay, let's ask her how she's doing. I'm well. I think I might actually sleep tonight. Hang on. No, everything's on my head. What shall we eat? Where will I get a dress? Okay. Well, I'm kind of glad that she's taking care of some of these issues. And that I don't have to. Okay. Yep, tavern business, new market stalls. Okay. 27 gold. That's a lot of gold. That's very good. Should I finally take care of this theater thing? I'd only be down to 17 then. But I'll be getting like 15 gold next week. Okay. Let's just take care of the theater. I don't want this contentment anymore, especially since it seems like I'm gonna have to start denying people things. Yeah. Okay. Week 6. Let's listen to Audrey first. There's still time until the wedding. We should check out the Randovian post when there's a chance, Your Grace. Well, we sent our general, so let's see what he has to say. No signs of the Randovians at the East Post, Your Grace. There was nothing left behind. Okay, should we just take care of that now? No, actually, wait to see if anyone needs the general. Petro. Your Grace, I think I know what they... Your Grace, I think I know that they are after me. Who are you talking about? Yesterday, when I went to bed, someone was in my room. They moved the candles. They left them on the windowsill. I never leave my candles on the windowsill. Your Grace. Okay. Just... Something is gonna come of that. It will. I wonder if I can get someone to come forward first. Oh, wow. Okay. Not that I don't want to talk to my wife, but I just, like, have a feeling that I just want to talk to these people first. I just have a bad feeling about whatever she's going to want to talk about. Because it's like, why did she come down here? Like, my family only causes problems when they come down to the throne room. Or when they're just around the castle. Your Grace, yet another village has been raided by Randovian forces. Should we aid them in their time of need? This could have a great effect on your people's contentment, Your Grace. We can't allow Randovia to threaten our land. Yeah, I get, okay. We shouldn't let them destroy our villages. Our general can station his men there for a little while. We need to make sure we are doing our best. That's a good idea, Your Grace. Okay. Well, okay, sucks that we can't send our general to go check out those posts, but the village is more important. I'd rather talk to the merchant. My family causes so many issues. What do you have there, merchant? Your Grace, I bring a mixture that can cure illness. It works most of the time. Cures almost anything. You won't find anything better for 5 pieces of gold. Do I need this? Is this like a scam? Am I getting scammed? Or is this going to be one of those things where it's like, oh my god, it seems like a scam, but it's going to magically work. I have 17 gold. He's only asking for 5. 5 gold does seem a lot for an elixir, though. Oh, is this going to be like... whatever. I'll just buy it. I'd rather have it and then find out it doesn't work than to later on be like, oh wow, I really wish I had that dumb elixir thing that this merchant tried to sell to me. Make sure to let me know if it works. Oh my god. Whatever. What do you need? Have you seen Lorsuia, darling? I think she's still locked up in her chamber. She's refusing to come out. I think it's best to give her some time. I don't know what to do, darling. The wedding is so close. I wanted her to help me pick the flowers, but she won't talk to me. I suppose you're right, though. I will get back to the preparations. Of course, my sweetest. Okay, whatever. I shouldn't have bought that dumb medicine. Okay, I don't know why she couldn't just talk to me in the throne room, but whatever. The big day is in 3 weeks. I can't believe how fast the time flies. Lorsuia doesn't really want to get involved with the wedding preparation, so everything's on my head. She'd be less upset if she understood that this is the best option we have. Do you think we should tell her about the promise? No, Eric. How do you think she would react? She would hate us forever for promising her before she was even born. She can never find out about this. Okay. Bye. Okay, that was a really short week. Should I buy the fabric? Nah, I'm not gonna buy the fabric. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna buy the fabric at the very end. Do I need the fabric? Is it gonna be like, oh my god, she didn't buy the fabric and now this wedding's so ugly? Okay, we're at week 7. What does Audrey want? We're getting close to the wedding. We need to make sure that those Randovian posts are not a threat to us, Your Grace. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I don't have anyone to send there. No, see, he's not even there. So it doesn't even matter. Listen, when he comes back, we're going to have to send him off to one of the posts immediately. And we're going to have to hope that whatever post we send him to is the one where the people are at. There's something else I can really do about it. My general's gone. And can I even buy a new general? How do I... Okay, I'm gonna think that I can't buy a new general right now. So here's my peasant. Your Grace, thanks to the new inn we've built, our workers are happier and work harder. We can now purge much faster. I think he said plow. We can now plow much faster. We still need to maintain the inn, but I wanted to bring you something extra for help. We will be contributing 1 gold to the week. Yes, 1 gold every week to the kingdom. That is fantastic. No, we're not saying that there's no need for that. We're going to say this is very generous. Thank you very much. Our people will appreciate this. Please visit us if you ever need any more help. Thank you, Your Grace. See, okay, we're making money. We got money. We're making money. This is just confirms that tavern guy was like totally ripping us off because he's just got an inn, and we gave him like less money. Okay, I don't want to talk to my family. Talk to a merchant. Your Grace says, I have a small favor to ask you. Hick, teeny tiny. Would you happen to have any spare gold? You see, 1 piece of gold is all I ask for. That way, I could get myself some booze or boots. I think boots. Yes, that's it. Some new boots, of course. I know this is rather unusual, but I would greatly appreciate the help. So, what you say, you? I feel like that's not my job. Don't waste my time. I didn't mean to, Your Grace. Just let me disappear. Okay. I think he probably just wanted money for liquor. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Let me guess, there's a monster on their banners. No, not at all. Locals for sure, but they were armed. Our food supply and cattle were stolen. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Well, I can't send my general. He's gone. I already said no to those other people as well. Is this going to happen like every week? I guess I do have a lot of grain right now. I can give you 7 sacks of supplies. I hope this will compensate your losses. That should be more than enough. We are much obliged, Your Grace. I'm like kind of worried. Like, is this going to constantly happen? Yes, Audrey. Sounds like Grandovia has copycats of sorts. Other bandits can now get away with their crimes more easily. They know the blame will fall on the Randovians and hope we won't look for them. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure, Your Grace. Okay. Merchant. Your Grace, I've been robbed. Oh, ooh, he's got, okay, this is the guy. He's got the green shirt and he's got a hat. I was on my way down to Hagos when a bunch of thugs threatened my life if I did not give them all my goods. Now I'm left with nothing and nowhere to go. Is there a chance I can count on your support? No, because... Yes. Oh, are you trying to fool me? Imprison him. He's the guy. He says he's telling the truth. No, he's not. It was the Randovian barbarians. You will spend some time in our dungeons. We should let Lady Ada know we found her wrongdoer. Why is he just walking away? I thought we were getting him. Okay, whatever, but we got him, Sandani. What are you hiding there, Potato Head? You said I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. I never said you can't have a cat, just not Lorsulia's one. It's a snail. I found him in the gardens and I call him Smudge. Okay. That's an unusual pet and an original name. He's nice, but he's not a cat. He's all slimy and sticky. Kind of gross. But that's the best replacement I've found so far. Maybe if Lorsulia didn't have to leave, she can find me something better. Ivo will want Lorsulia by his side. Once your sister gets married, she will have to go with Ivo. She has to support him. She can't stay with you forever, you know. So there's no way? No way. Okay. I think he would love it in the council chamber, Father. When can I go back there? You mean the snail? What was it, Smeary? It's Smudge! It's not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go to the council chamber for a while, though. King Talus is staying there until the wedding ceremony. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, isn't Talus trying to look for some kind of medicine that would cure anything? Maybe I should give him this medicine. But I don't like him. Oh, see, it's probably a good thing I let that other person go because now we have this merchant in here. Your Grace, I really don't understand. Why am I here? You tried to trick me. You think I don't know your dirty tricks? Lady Ada told me what you did. Oh, Lady Ada. I didn't realize you two need each other. Huh. Okay, well that confirms that he's not so great. How can I help your grace? Okay, nothing. And we're just gonna leave. Good talk, everyone. My wife. Darling? How are the wedding preparations going? Has Lorsulia spoken to you at all? She hasn't. I'm very worried about her. She hasn't eaten anything for the past few days. I hope she'll forgive us for this one day. Okay. I guess that's it. So if I have 1 week, that means that I could decide next week whether or not I'm buying these fabrics, right? Okay, great. So I can, okay, super. I can decide on our next thing whether or not we're buying the fabrics. I do have a shit ton of money right now, so I probably will buy them. But it's like, are there going to be consequences to not buying everything? I don't know. This is the final week before the big night. It's our last chance to deal with the Randovian posts. Oh yes, the queen wanted to see you, your grace. Okay, whatever. Your grace, Randovia attacked again, but their squad didn't stand a chance against us. I would like to think that it will be a while before they decide to attack one of our villages again, your grace. Okay. We need to send them somewhere. Northwest. West north. Da da da. North. Just send them off. And I don't have a second general, so yeah, okay. It was a nice thought. Petro. Your Grace, I'm starting to think that perhaps you are involved. Involved in what? Oh my goodness. I think I'm just gonna, like, lose it once he finally reveals what in the world is happening to him. It's gotta be good, right? When I am saying, why would I say this? Why would you tell someone you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? I guess. I guess you can leave. Your Grace, I came here to ask you for help. My father is very sick with fever. Help me, please. He is as pale as a ghost and he shakes and sweats all the time. We have tried treating the fever with cold water, a poultice of butter, onion, and garlic. We have given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Egags, we even tried letting the bad blood with leeches. Ew. I'm afraid he might not last another night. Your Grace, if we had a court witch available, she can handle these diseases. That's true. You should put word out that we are looking for one. As for your father... I do have a lot of money. 7 gold seems like a lot. See, like, flat out, I'm not giving her the medicine. Because I feel like... It's so stupid. I feel like maybe later in the game, it's going to be like, me personally, I'm going to be on the edge of death. And I'm going to need the medicine. You know? And it's like, I don't know this lady. 7 gold's a lot, though. I know healthcare is, like, expensive, but... I'm just starting to get so mean, just denying people. Whatever. I think a healer will be able to provide better help than I can. Don't you think I've already tried? I wouldn't have come here otherwise. To hell with it. That crazy old witch from the forest is my best bet now. Okay. That's concerning. Okay, wait. So he just said that he's going to find us a witch. Can I get him to get us another general? Okay. I guess not. That's it. I guess let's talk to Lorsulia. I guess she's come out of hiding. Father. Lorsulia, you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk to you. Oh my goodness. Is she gonna, like, push me off? Is she gonna kill me? Of course, I will see you there. She's gonna kill me. I won't blame her. But still, it's not what I want. Oh my god, the cat. Dusty. Do you think my daughter gets offended when I immediately go pet her cat? Meow. Oh, it's you. You asked me to come here. You wanted to see me? I'm sorry I shouted at you, Father. I didn't mean it when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent the past couple of days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling, I know. I love you, Father. You'll be fine. I love you more than anything in this world, Louie. Aw. That's cute. I know. You hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Louie. It's alright, Papa. I miss you calling me Louie. Your mother has prepared one hell of a wedding. Yes, I better get ready before she finds me. I'll see you at the party. Okay, great. Okay, so at least she's not super mad at me anymore, so we have that going for us. Let's see if there's anyone we need to talk to before we end this week. Because I thought I saw another green diamond on the map, so... Oh yeah, we have like a couple more. Let's go to the gardens. I'm assuming that we need to talk to Aslia. Yes, Father? We are almost ready for the wedding. It looks like it's going to be quite a banquet. Yeah, for you it will, not for Lorsuia. I still can't believe she's leaving. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with Prince Ivo. Oh yeah, okay. I hope you're friends with your husband, sweetie. Whatever. I don't think she wants to. I know. I wish we had more time to find a prince, but this is the way it has to be. Okay, super. Don't do anything silly, Aslia. Do I ever? Yeah. I would say that you do. You're king, so why do you listen to the man in the council chamber, Father? Well, he's a king too, you know. But he's a better king than you. He should listen to you. Yes, yes, keep your voice down, Potato Head. Okay, I already have like this conversation with her, so whatever. Council chamber. I guess we're talking to the king. How is your wife? I haven't seen Paloma in years. Does the illness persist? Why are you so curious about her? Yes, she is still sick, otherwise I wouldn't even be here. But like I told you already, it's none of your business. See, this is why I don't want to give him the medicine, because he's so freaking rude. What's going on in Atana? Did Yelis and Baravia resolve their wars yet? What were they fighting about again? Land? Witchcraft? I don't know and I don't care to find out. I have my own problems. Is everything alright in Agos? I've always wanted to visit your beautiful town. Why don't you? Go and see for yourself what it's like. Better than this rat hole. See, oh, God, I hate this guy. How is Ivo? I'd like to know a little bit about your son before, you know, the marriage. What's there to say? Ivo has royal blood and I pay enough for his masters to ensure that he's at least half as smart as I am. Can't you just leave me alone? Eric, I'm trying to focus here. See, I can give him the medicine. Can I just stop talking to this guy? Can I leave? Did you find anything yet? Are those books of any use? Healing fevers, how to prevent dysentery, something about malaria. All of these are useless. I could give him the medicine. What if it kills her, though? That'd be rough. Like, what if this medicine is not medicine, but it's poison? I don't even like this dude. I don't know his wife. He's so rude. Maybe he wouldn't be so mean, though, if, like, his wife wasn't dying. No, I'm not giving it to him. I don't like him. We're almost ready for the wedding. We've been preparing for this for weeks. We've booked a florist. We have a live band. There was no need. I want it to be over and done with. Who cares about some stupid decorations? It's the vows that are important. I hate weddings. People forget what they are really about. Oh, well, it's going to be quite a party either way. I'll see you there. Yes, very well. See, this is why I shouldn't even bother with getting the fabrics. Like, he doesn't care. And I got 2 things, so that should satisfy my wife and my daughter. Okay. Weird, but okay. What the heck is this? How are the wedding preparations going? Everything is ready, apart from one last thing. Choosing a dress, I'll let you do the honors. Okay, well, that dress is so ugly. That's not happening. This one's okay. That one's kind of cute. That is so ugly. Like, this one is kind of like, you know, really casual. Kind of like what the peasants seem to be wearing. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's not really fitting for the wedding. But, this is just truly, this is just ugly. Like, what is happening with this headpiece here? Am I going to get in trouble if I don't pick this, though? Because clearly this is the most expensive dress. I don't like it, though. I don't want to see it. This is a middle ground gown. Nothing special, but for 25... But for 25 pieces of gold, we can't expect too much. What do you think? The puffy one, yes? I do really like this gown. Okay, time out. I need to know. Is this the puffy one? Oh, yeah, of course this is the puffy one. Oh, look at this puffy decorated piece of art. Isn't it beautiful? 50 gold. Oh my goodness. Ma'am, I have 45 gold, which is like the most gold I've had this entire game. And you think how... No. No. I will tell you how the others compared. They don't. Yeah, whatever. I like this dress, and you said that I got to pick it, and I'm the one paying the money for it. I don't even have 50 gold, number one. And number two, that dress is ugly. I don't even like this one. I love puffy gowns, don't get me wrong. Like, puffy gowns are so nice. You know, like, Renaissance or, like, the Renaissance or, like, the French Revolution gowns, whatever that era was. I think puffy gowns are really nice, but I do not like that dress. I like this middle dress. And also, it's like way more similar to what they're wearing. No, I don't like the puffy gown. 25 gold's a lot, but I'm not letting my daughter walk down the aisle wearing the lowest one, so. What? Oh, yes, it's not too bad, I suppose. She's probably upset with me now. How are you doing? I'm so happy, Eric. Our daughter is marrying a prince. A prince, not a barbaric Randovian. I knew everything would turn out fine. Okay. I was a little mad, worried that she was going to be all like, I can't believe you didn't pick the right dress for our daughter. You didn't pick the puffy one. It's like, she's like, no, she's just happy. I'm not, okay, listen. I'm not buying the fabrics. She got what I personally think is probably the best gown. It wasn't the $50 gold one, but it was 25 gold. And I do think the middle gown looked really nice. We already got her flowers and a band. I'm not buying the fabrics, especially since the other king already said that he didn't care. So, I'm not doing it. The king of Davern and Altana made an alliance treaty to join forces against Randovia. Oh, isn't that nice? See, it looks nice. Look at these flowers. Where's my daughter? Oh, she looks nice. I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure. And damn it. Ivo, were you all right? Of course, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, Your Grace. So, like I said, company, my wife, yes. Here's to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope I didn't offend you. Anyways, you look very pretty, Lorsuya. See, I knew that dress is very pretty. And also, who has 50 gold? I don't have 50 gold. Oh. Oh. So at her wedding, is that a good time to mention the fact that she was going to get married to a Randovian? No. Ivo, he's a good lad. I wouldn't let you marry someone inappropriate, you know that, right, Lorsuria? A bit clumsy to be sure, but he will grow out of that. I wonder how old he is if she's 13. Oh, cool. Your Grace! Men from Randovia! You didn't manage to clear their posts. I hope this is nothing serious. Did I pick the wrong one? A nearby village was raided. They kidnapped the blacksmith's children. We'll deal with this later. I'll have my general check this out as soon as I have time. Yes, Your Grace. I will be on my way if you will excuse me. Okay. So, this is like kind of an awkward wedding, but it could be worse, right? Talus. About the Randovians. This seals the deal, Eric. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. Yeah, super. I wasn't sure if you would honor your bargain, Eric. Should I insult him? I wish I could just, like, slap him across the face. Why would you think that? You're a family man, aren't you? I didn't think you would let you... I didn't think you would want to let your daughter leave the nest just yet. Believe me, the other options didn't seem any better. And the party went on. Everyone was busy eating fancy food, drinking the finest wine. The band was a... I couldn't even finish reading that. I looked from everywhere. I've stirred up every pot, even in the kitchen. Don't worry, you'll find them, said Donnie. The salad looks surprisingly flavorsome. What is this, a Calidese salad? The dress is not half bad. The dress is nice. The dress is really nice. Didn't know they had such sublime taste. Okay, maybe... Whatever. Who is she anyways? I don't know her. These snails are extremely undercooked. What? Snails? They're not part of the menu. Aw. Smash! The party went better than anyone expected. Okay. Is this better than expected? Listen, I think I've wasted... I spent enough time with the guests. I really need to get back to the archive, so if you don't mind, I will take my leave, Eric. Okay, see ya. Talus, your grace. Leaving so early? Toast, toast, drink with us. Drink at least one more with us. This is such an awkward wedding. See, perfect timing, your grace. I will get some peace after that. To the young couple. Hey, to the young couple. What the fuck? Until the ill-fated toast, that is. What? Oh my god. Why is he purple? Cough, cough. Eric, do something. Oh my god. Wait, I don't have a doctor. Shit. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, everyone move. I have to help him. I'm helping him. Oh my god, he's covering up blood. Talus was on the ground before anyone had a chance to react. Oh my god, why did they give me a time thing on here? He is not, is he? Oh my... Father. Your grace. Father. This is why we can't have nice things. How could you? Eric, how could you ever allow for this to happen? Oh my goodness. Eric, you have accompanied us to your castle, which we are grateful for, but this is beyond our beliefs. You have failed as a host and are responsible for the events of tonight. The king of Atana, Talus, is dead. Ivo, you're Talus' only son. You have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon yourself. Go ahead, Ivo. Okay. Yeah, let's just take the crown off your recently dead father's body. Sure, let's do this for a second. I can't believe this. You leave me no choice. As the new king of Atana, my first order is to withhold the armies that my father promised you. Well, guess what? I'm going to withhold my freaking daughter from you. And then I'm going to slap your little child ass across the face because I know you can't be that much older than my 13-year-old. This is unacceptable. And he's not paying for my agents. Eric, the king of Davern, you are responsible for Talus' death unless otherwise can be proven upon a royal trial. Until then, Davern will not receive support from Atana. Lord Suya, pack up your things. We're taking my father home. No, she's not going with you. Why? Things just happened to me and I, don't have an option. Okay, can we... Your Grace, the wedding's over. The vows were said. The marriage still stands. Yeah, that's fine. But you want to know what, though? The marriage can stand. But if I kill this freaking man, then she's a widow and I can marry her off again and she can stay home. And you're the only son. You don't even have an heir. Oh my god. Can I kill that man? Can I kill the new king? Get my daughter back. Okay. Your kingdom has agents available for hire. They'll be listed here. To make an agent available in the next week, you need to pay them. To hire an agent, click on the button with their name. You will see the cost added to the summary. Okay, well, these are the only agents I have, so... I'm paying for... I need... Oh my god, this is so stupid. Whatever. What the hell? Did this happen because I didn't get the post right? Or was just this like something, or was this just something that was always going to happen and I couldn't do anything about it? And now it's like I don't even have the men anymore and my daughter is gone. And I couldn't even say no to the marriage in the beginning. So this was just a totally lose situation. Okay. Week 10. Life is terrible. And that's all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable that I remember anything. Surely you can remember more than that. Did you see anything suspicious? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? Lady Lana was staring at Lorsaria's dress a bit much, if you ask me, but nothing else, I'm afraid. And we are glad your daughter has been found safe as well. I think we have examined all the guests, Your Grace, and we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Talis' soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talis must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talis wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you need to have a very good reason to murder the King of Atana. We mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Randovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talis, Ivo's army. We need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we need to reach out to the neighboring lords, make allies, sign treaties. It sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you too. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You do want something in return, I presume. Luris from Pendle, Your Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Bronca. Turmeric, caraway, anise. Foods as bland as hell without all of these. Pursue Luris to renew the deliveries, and my men will aid you in battle, Your Grace. I will see what I can do. Okay. Very well. Now that's a start, we can invite Luris over, see what we can do. I have also marked areas of interest on the map. It might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Randovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I made a note of things we can do on our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment for our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save some coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on this case. Shit. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll come back to this map in a second. Let's talk to the general. The North Force was crawling with Randovian scum, Your Grace. We managed to disperse most of them. See, okay, so he found some Randovian people. Here's the servant. You called for me, Your Grace? Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks. Like I was told. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I swear I didn't nothing, by the gods. Please don't punish me, I swear. I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Calm down, it's alright. I wasn't saying you did anything. We were just trying to get to the bottom of this. I promise on my family, Your Grace, I know nothing, but the dungeon guard might know something. He had mentioned he had saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, though, I swear. I believe that narrows our search, then. You may go, but don't leave Davern until the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. All right. Here's the peasant. Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find a way back home. Do you think you can help us? Do you think you can help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. No, I'm like in the middle of a crisis right now. There's no way I can help. You can always try the neighboring villages, ask around. Oh, it's fine. I guess that's one less mouth to feed, although I'll miss his ugly face. Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot assist. We need to see what's going on with those spices. Would you like to invite Lurs, Your Grace? Sure, why not? Whatever. Let's invite him. Just open the allies panel. Your Grace, Lurs can be invited from there. Okay. Where's Lady Ada? I kind of wanted to invite her because we had that guy in the dungeon, but maybe we should invite Lurs. He has 200 men. Okay. We should probably invite Lurs first, and then we'll invite Ada. How does that sound? And let's look at the map. We're going to send my general off to Cosano. Okay. Okay, whatever. Oh, I need to click on the pigeon. Dear Father, we have arrived. Altana is nothing like Davern. The vast streets of Agos expand endlessly, it seems. Aslia would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the view has compensated for everything. Sandani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Altana. It makes you feel very small. On top of all of these rocks, there lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. Now I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug mother for me, yours, Lorsaria. This is, like, ridiculous that, like, she got married off, and now I don't have anything, and now I have to deal with this trial. And I couldn't even stop her from having to go, or I couldn't slap that new king across the face, whatever. Yes, Altana can be very pretty, but also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to Lorsaria. Tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course, what should I ask her about? I'm not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Of course, let me know when you're ready to, okay, yeah, I'd like to write to her right now. Of course, what should I write? Ugh. Okay, let's go talk to my kids first, I guess. Gardens. Aslia. Hi. Yes, Father? Lorsaria sent a letter. Your sister has arrived safely in Altana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave the castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Louis, can you ask her about Ivo, what he is like? I can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there is any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. I hate that you had to see that. Yeah, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, sweetie, it really didn't. No, what happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then. Lorsaria was even considering dancing. She looked very beautiful in her dress. I really miss her, Father. I miss her too, Az. Okay. So that's interesting. Apparently my daughter was even getting to the point where she wanted to dance. Your Grace. How are you doing? Is everything alright, Sandani? Last week events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone and now Smudge is... Well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Louis. You promised you'd convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? I couldn't keep her here. She had to go, Sandani. One day you'll find a prince and you'll want to go with. Ew, I hate boys. I'll never do that. Lorsaria wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother let me. Or, no. Tell her Aslia read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, Potato Head, so I can only say one thing? Yes. Oh, this is too big of a decision. I will come to you later when I think of something good enough. Fine, don't worry about it too much. She will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. Okay, well, I'm not Wait, time out. Oh. I didn't know I could review evidence here, but clearly I have none, so it doesn't really matter. How do I get out? Next. Okay. Here's my wife. Darling? What happened at the wedding was awful. I still can't believe Talus was poisoned. It could have been me. Do you think Lorcia will be alright? Ivo seemed very upset. I'm sure she'll be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Ivo. Who could have done something so terrible? It must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call a royal trial. Alright, darling. Let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. Okay, I guess. Actually, no, it's okay. To the dungeons. How can I help, Your Grace? I heard you know something about Talus's death. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. The servant said you saw someone? Saw someone? No, but I have found this. It's some kind of tooth, I think. And how did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was time to celebrate after all. I never left the dungeons, of course. Until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual trek of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. Well, they probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. Okay. Your Grace, I really don't understand. Why am I here? We already had this conversation with him. Oh, do you have anything to do with Talus's death? It would be very much in your interest that deal doesn't go through. How could I do anything from behind these bars? I've got to say, whoever killed your king has put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. You will stay here a while longer. Maybe you'll be useful. Sure, as long as I don't die from boredom first. Okay. I guess I can still have a conversation with my wife. Lurcia sent a letter. Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. I'm quite jealous of her. Atana's a beautiful place. Their castle is much better than ours, too. I hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to the both of them. Ask her how she is dealing with all of these new things and what happened to her and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. I have a lead on the investigation. I have found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. A guard found it in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell you where exactly this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put a word out that we're looking for one. I guess we're just looking for a lot of people. Okay. No! Oh. I forgot to send my daughter a letter. Okay, I guess she's just gonna have to go a week without one. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost you to maintain. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep cost, you will lose some soldiers. Okay. Okay, so we have some options here. Stables unlock 7 additional locations to explore on the map, but that's 25 gold. That's half my gold. Training ground gain 10 army per week, which sounds nice. However, I have 46 supplies right now, and that's Obviously, this pay is going to go up the more people I have, like the game just said. Carnival, gain 5 boost to contentment use once. Okay, don't need that right now. Prepared general. General will be available during the battle. Is he not prepared now? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait 1 week before buying any of these upgrades. I don't know, maybe I should buy one. Well, no, I'm going to wait because right now I already have 2 other locations on the map that I need to explore, so I don't need to unlock 7 right this instant. As much as gaining 10 army per week sounds fantastic, I have to remember that I have to pay whoever joins, and I don't know how limited my supplies are going to be, so I think I should push that off for a little bit. I don't need to use the carnival right now. I'm at 16 contentment. That doesn't seem like a bad place to be. Now, preparing the general. I don't understand why he's not prepared already. That doesn't make any sense to me. But I can prepare him later. I'm not going to buy any of these upgrades right this instant. Instead, I'm just going to pay the 3 gold. I guess that was already on pay. All right. So this is where we are at the end of this episode. We have 51 gold, 49 grain, and we are back down to 100 soldiers and 16 contentment. We're going to have to figure out what in the world happened to King Talos so we can satisfy King Ivo and hopefully get the 3,000 soldiers back. Definitely not such a great trade for us at all. But I am very excited to see what a trial in the game will look like, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to end this here today, and I will see you next time. Bye!